everybody, my name is Becca and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to another book review. Today we are going to be discussing Torn by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I am so excited to just dive in and start talking about this book. If you didn't already know, this is the second book in the Wicked trilogy. It is about Fae. It is kick butt. It is so good. The romance is amazing. I love our main character and our main guy character too. His name is Ren, and he's really great. And you will agree with me, I promise. If you haven't already read the first book, I suggest that you leave, because then I'm gonna be spoiling you, and I don't want to do that, and you don't want me to do that. So just bye-bye now and go watch my book review for the first book. Then you can read it, and then you can come back and read the second book, and then we can discuss this beautiful, awesome book together. Now, for you guys that have already read the first book but have not started the second book, let me tell you, it just gets better and crazier and just more amazing. I have to say, from the first book and now this is the second book, I think I enjoyed the second book even more. It's just getting better and better, and I'm so excited to see what happens in the third book. I'm excited but nervous, but more excited because Ren and Ivy are just perfect, and I just love Ren, and my love for him just grows. I gave this book a 5 out of 5 stars. This is the second time I'm actually reading this book. I read it the first time during the Winter Olympics, and then I didn't get to film a book review, so I decided to reread it, and it was just as great the second time around. I enjoyed it just as much. So I'm so excited to talk about it. So if you haven't already, go read it, because we're about to get into the spoiler section. Okay. Here we go. So we start off in this book and we're still reeling from that plot twist that JL gave us at the last book. Yeah. Ivy is the freaking halfling. This just makes things so more complicated. We can't tell Ren. Ren is not in the loop. Tink is in the loop. Tink knew all along. Thanks for the information, Tink. I actually understand why Tink didn't tell us, because it would totally just ruin everything for Ivy. And it pretty much did ruin everything for Ivy. She was so distant from Ren in this book. Ren. Just Ren. He's got to be one of my favorite male characters that I've ever read about in a book. Tink is also one of my favorite characters ever. Just ever. One of my favorite parts was when that freaking ancient fae just came waltzing into Ivy's home, and Ren and her were just trying to fight it off, but it was obviously just trying to get Ren, because Ren is the only reason why Ivy won't do it with Derek. It's not the only reason, but he's really, really evil, and I don't even think he has emotions. Okay, back to the point. Tink turned into a full-sized man. A full-sized man. What? What? I thought he was just a little brownie. And I'm sorry, every single time I read the word brownie, I think about brownies. So that was just a little fact. The fact that everyone is afraid of Tink, like the Faes are afraid of Tink, just gives me life, because Tink has got to be the most kind-hearted, funniest character ever. I will give him my Amazon password if he wanted it. And when he turned into that full-sized man and just whipped that Fae's butts and then just acted so casual about it, yes, that was one of my favorite parts ever. I was dying laughing. Even though it was kind of a serious moment, it wasn't that serious. It was funny. One thing that I was kind of sad about was that because everyone thought Valerie was the halfling, they killed her parents. Even though, like, all throughout the book they were just like, no, we're innocent, like we made her, she is not a halfling, we promise. But they just killed her parents just right off the bat, and Val didn't even have any emotions about it. She was like, well, yeah, stuff has to happen. What? These are your parents. And they were innocent. I just found that to be really, really sad, because they had nothing to do with it, and I think the order is just messed up. Like, they're just corrupted, I think, because just killing innocent people without really having evidence. I mean, Val just did this out of her own not really kind heart. She decided to help them on her own. Oh my gosh, when Ivy told Ren that she was the halfling, I was waiting for it to happen, but I honestly thought that he was just gonna find out from other sources, like somebody else was gonna find out that she was the halfling, and then he was gonna find out, or like he was gonna see her blood bubble like accidentally, and then he was just gonna be heartbroken. But I'm actually really happy that Ivy just told him. She just told him the truth, because it was just bubbling up inside of her. She was obviously feeling so guilty about Val's parents, and that any moment anybody could find out that she was the halfling. Like, her life just turned upside down since the last book. But Ren just did not react the way that I expected him to. Well, he was really upset about it and kind of just really in shock about it and thought that she was just crazy. But then when she cut herself and he saw the blood, he was like, can't really ignore it now. Poor Ivy, she had so much anxiety throughout this entire book because of Ren and for people finding out that she was the halfling, because as soon as they find out that she was the halfling, they were gonna kill her. It doesn't even matter if they were friends or if she wasn't gonna have babies with that prince guy. They didn't care. They would just kill her anyways. Okay, one thing that I'm really confused about, and we didn't really get a for sure answer in this book, was when those two fae, well, one of the fae was running after Ivy and he was going to tell her something. It sounded like he was going to tell her something. But then there was another fae that ran after him, killed him, and then just killed herself with Ivy's stake. Like, why? Like, we still don't understand why that happened, and even the good fae didn't even know why that happened. So, like, why did that happen? Like, I want an answer, and I hope we find out in the third book. When Ren went missing, I knew that Derek guy had found him. I just knew it. I knew he was captured. And then it was so obvious that it wasn't Ren. When he came up to Ivy, he was just like, hey, it's all right. I've gotten over it. I'm fine with it. And then he didn't want to eat any bayonets. I think that's how you say it. Probably not. I'm sorry. Ren would always eat those, and then his coffee was wrong, and then he killed Henry, just snapped his neck just like that. Red flag right there. You are definitely not Ren. Let's get the heck out of here. I don't know why Ivy reacted so quickly when she found out that Ren wasn't actually Ren. Like, I felt like she should have kept that information to herself and just kind of played it off and then left and then done something about it, because just confronting Derek right then, that's the whole entire reason why she got captured. Derek is just a freaking evil dude, and I can't wait for the showdown at the third book. I want to take him down. He captured Ivy and then put a chain around her neck and just waltzed her around that, I don't even know what it was, I think a court, I don't know, all of his evil fae people that follow him, just humiliating her, and then made her feed on people and probably killed some people because she did feed on people. He has no compassion, so I don't think he would stop her before she killed anyone. And this is going to haunt her. I know it's going to haunt her, because at the very end of the book when she was crying with Ren and she just, all these emotions about being captured and all those people that she fed on and just everything that had happened just started pouring out. And I just felt so bad for her, but I'm happy that she talked to Ren about it and got those emotions out just a little bit, because a lot of time in books, characters just keep all those emotions bottled up and then it just doesn't end up being a good thing in the end. Something always makes them snap. And I felt so bad for Ren, because that Bree girl, no, like, Ren is sacred. We don't touch Ren. What are you doing? I cannot wait for that showdown between her and Ivy at the third book. It's gonna happen. I know it is. I can't wait. When Ivy is captured, there is a good fae there, and her name is Faye, and she helps Ivy escape, and I'm so happy that she did, because Ivy would have been forced, but then not forced. She would have been forced to consent to this evil, really gross Derek guy. And then we meet these good fae that we've been hearing about this entire book, and I'm so excited that we're kind of safe because we're within this community of good fae. I'm excited to learn more about it and more about the people that live in these communities, because all throughout the first two books, all we've just been hearing about is that the fae are evil and that they just feed off humans and that they're just freaking evil. But apparently not all of them are. And then we also learned that the fae that are coming through into the human world are turning the world colder because they're from the winter court, I believe. But then we have some people from the summer court that are in the good fae communities because they left once the winter court fae were trying to kill off all the summer court fae. I'm just glad that we got out of that situation with Derek, and then we got to these good fae communities, and I'm just really excited about the third book. I can't wait for Ren and Ivy to just grow more in their relationship now that he knows that she's the halfling, because he can't really be really okay with it. I mean, he's okay with it, but I don't know. We just need to know more about her. Like, which one of her parents? I want to know about her parents, about her history, about her ancestry, And I have this feeling, I don't know why, this is probably wrong. I just have this feeling that Ren's friend Noah is alive. That's probably wrong, but I don't know. That would be a really good plot twist if he was alive, because I'm pretty sure Ren just assumed that he was dead and everything, but what if he's not? What if he's alive? I just love that Ren, Ivy, and Tink are together. I just love Tink, and I hope nothing ever happens to him because he's a precious character. He's the best character. He is so funny. Every single scene that he is in just has me laughing out loud. He is so funny. So we leave off this book and knowing that in order to take down Derek and all these evil fae, we need to take this crystal that Val took and take it to the other world, and we need to have the halfling blood and the prince's blood on it in order for it to work. I'm anxious to see how they do this because we don't even know where that crystal is. I enjoyed this book immensely. I think it was a perfect sequel to the trilogy. Sequels are really hard, and Jennifer L. Armentrout pulled it off so well. I just love this world and I love these characters, and I can't wait to see what happens in the third book. Okay guys, that is it for this review. Make sure to leave a comment down below all the things that you liked about this book and your theories about what's gonna go down in the final book. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!